Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a quick look here again at VeChain. Get a lot of requests for this one here recently. Figured we'd jump on in and see kind of what's going on. It's been a few days since we actually last looked at this here. And as per usual, we see a nice sweep of that previous liquidation level, about 2.72. Keep in mind that could be the new low for us, so the price does end up pulling back. Generally a good favorable place to consider getting in now that that resistance here at 2.72 has been effectively broken. Okay, so again, let's go ahead and take a look at some backend data here, see what's going on. And I just want to say thanks so much again for being an awesome part of my life. Actually, it doesn't look like we have any liquidation levels here. We'll look at that later actually on the charts because we do have a liquidation tool. I forgot that VeChain isn't available on high block capital yet. So what we want to look at here is the daily time frame, work our way down and kind of see what's going on, because generally speaking, when it comes to larger time frames like this, we want to kind of understand the macro movements and macro trend lines. So we can kind of see somewhat of a trend here as well. If you kind of look at the candle wicks, we've broken through that descending trend. And generally speaking, when you have a descending trend, they usually run concurrent with moving averages, which we can see here, the 50-day SMA. That's like the big trends that are essentially the important one we always want to pay attention to. So let's go ahead and change the color of this guy here. And future reference, if you are new to the channel, I do post playout charts on our Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Discord. It's available there for you, so check it out, link down below if you're curious. But what I want to do here for VeChain is kind of talk a little bit about this daily time frame and the recent break through that level, because again, we're going to be testing that 20-day or correction, the 50-day SMA here soon. We've been over the 20-day for a little while, and keep in mind, when you shift gears and you close above the 20-day SMA, generally that's a good shift in momentum and or direction. Okay, that in combination with this most recent resistance at 2.72 being broken, solid chance we're going to see VeChain continue to take off and move forward in an upward direction. Okay, so again, looking pretty solid in that sense. Another reason why that's contributing factors here, or another contributing factor rather, is being over 50 on the RSI, money flow index right there with it. Even though stochastic is plateauing, that's not that big of a deal considering the fact that we've really only been moving for about 4 or 5 days in this direction. Okay, so again, truth is we got at least 3 or 4 more days of continuation if the price was to continue further up. We got our point of control at 2.65. A lot of reasons why a long position on this coin seems much more viable than a short. What you do want to recognize though is that Bitcoin is pulling back and due to pull back. So if it does, there's a solid chance we could see VeChain pull back as well with it. But based on how well this coin has been behaving, and you compare that with Bitcoin, it's a tremendously better situation. Basically, it's 2x to the upside and only 1x to the downside. Generally, you want to take longs in those kind of directions. 4-hour time frame, we can see here that we're getting close to 70 on the RSI. Generally, that's going to be a sign to consider taking some profit on your position if you have one open. Same thing here with stochastic. We can see stochastic is starting to swing down. And generally speaking, we are probably due for a mild correction. Again, my thoughts is the correction would be down as low as 2.72, possibly 2.57. Okay, those are 2 stronger fib levels based on previous retracement that we want to be focused on. Keep in mind, once today's daily candlestick closes, I will update our fibs here to reflect that. But for the moment, the daily candlestick hasn't closed, so we don't know specifically how well the coin's going to retrace. That's why we use previous fib levels. Okay, so again, if you're wondering why those are previous and or quote unquote dated, they're still very relevant. It gives us baseline here that 2.72 is an important support and previous resistance level. Looking at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm here too as well, this is not an opportunity to short. This coin is looking very strong. All green lights here letting us know that there is no reason to short this coin and to leave your long position open in profit, because it will likely continue to run. My speculation is that Bitcoin is going to pull back, and in doing so, VeChain will probably come to this 2.72 mark. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert because that would be a consideration for a potential long position for me. And then, of course, alternate to that, about 2.6 is a rough estimate for the most recent level of retracement. So again, that's kind of what we're looking at there. All good things here for VeChain. I'm going to post our playout chart again on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord. Feel free to check that out. All of them are very resourceful. Keep in mind, though, my Discord has probably the most amount of resources and communication opportunities. So check that out. Link down below for that. I look forward to working with you. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you soon.